Hello and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. This is going to be episode 26 here on Serene Space Rock, nearing cycle 512. And I think what I'm kind of going to prioritize or try to work towards, now that this is all up and working, let's say, not enough steam. Oh, that's dormant now. Okay. Well, it's still probably way too hot. Yeah, it is 214 degrees in there. That is way too hot to send troops in without Atmos suits. I don't even know for sure. This down here, though, this little room is staying nice and chill, which is exactly what it was designed to do. And as long as that keeps running, water keeps flowing. Why is this one not working? Oh, no power. Let's choose some iron. I was gonna say, I'm gonna try to get this. Oh, I haven't looked down here in a bit. Apparently this is off. How's this one up here? Dormant. Got 18 cycles. Analysis is still pending on that one. And this one is dormant too. Well, that kind of stinks. Is this dormant too? That's dormant too. Well, on the upside, if I get all this water down here while this is dormant, I need more power for these. Maybe I should put in a couple more manual generators, just for the short term because I don't have any natural gas. Let's do these two here. Or wait, actually, I can put one more up here. Plug that in. That done with. Priority this mop. I mean, even though this is dormant, there is some natural gas, so there is power being generated there. It's just nowhere near enough for what I need. I think I'm going to just build a coal generator and use that in the short term. Problem is that I didn't really want to start getting into coal. I would rather go to solar panels, but to get solar panels, I need glass. To get glass, I need a kiln. Yep, I need a kiln. Oh wait, that's for that. Glass forge, raw sand. Alright, so if I get a glass forge built, but I should probably fix my metal forge first. Wonder, no, that's in a vacuum. That's unbreathable. So that might be, well, there's no air in there. Broken elevator? Buttons inside indicate it went down more than a dozen floors at one point in time. Oh, I wonder if this is all like part of the meteor. It went down in here where we are. That would make sense. I feel I should probably just do a coal generator, which is kind of annoying, but it probably needs to be done. Problem is that that does get hot. How hot does it get compared to a natural gas generator? 10K. Actually, it's about the same, so it's not terrible. And this releases carbon dioxide as well. So I could just put it right here. Or I should put it down here by this one. And then at least then that carbon dioxide is going down that way. It's probably the better option. But and if I put it down here, they're going to need Atmos suits to get to it. But it's not much carbon dioxide either. I'll put it up here because I already have a heat problem here. Well, maybe that's a good enough reason not to build it here, because I should technically be working on some sort of heat delete for that. That's 100 degrees. Wonder if I should be worrying about cooling that down, or I just run on the hamster wheels for now. If these were running more, this would get hotter, which would produce enough for the steam turbine, right? So what's keeping this from staying hotter is these not running. These aren't running because the power is just not enough. Now what I could do is I could put a power transformer here for all of this stuff up here. That probably wouldn't hurt, seeing as that I got 2 desalinators. So let's put a power transformer right here, and if I build this right here, I can just connect it to that smart battery. That's gonna keep getting hot. There's another smart battery right here. Okay, we'll put that on there like so, just as a temporary bypass for the power situation. Then I have to figure out how I want to do this, and I think I did this all wrong. So now that this is cooled down, 20, 118. Okay, to be fair, the heat is up here in the salt water too. So the thermal aqua tuner should be up here in the salt water. So we'll deconstruct that right off the bat because that's in the wrong spot. Okay, that power wire's all finished. So I can deconstruct this wire here. Oh, here. Let's leave this. I'll leave the wire there, and I'll just deconstruct it here. Wait a second. This was all on its own transformer? Because if that power transformer was feeding this stuff, right? Why the heck was it overloading? More importantly, why is there no power going to this grid here? Where does this plug into? That power transformer. That one's not getting any juice. I'm gonna put this up at 8. But I need to plan this room so that I can use a kiln. If I leave the metal refinery here, put a kiln in, pump cool water from the aqua tuner through the room to help cool it, how do I get the heat from the metal refinery into the water? Because this is going to produce heat as well. Turn that off, deconstruct that. Yeah, I desperately need electricity. Why are these not getting air? No oxygen, I get that. Oh, this was never hooked up. That's really important. Okay, now as for the surface, the question is, should I leave this to where they can just walk around here? Or do I just put them in Atmos suits instead of oxygen mask stocks, starting right here? And I could do that by just deconstructing a couple of these right off the get-go. Or I leave this all like it is because temperature-wise it's safe, all except for that room, and I give them, but then again, if I want to get in here too, they need Atmos suits. What I could do is leave this part and open this part of the base up into here eventually. Like go through here, but turn this all into Atmos suits. So that's what I'll do. I'll turn that into Atmos suits. Take the thimble reeds. Let me just look through and see what all my priorities are at. Alright, so what we're gonna do, deconstruct this. I mean, these are working, even though the power is surging on and off because there's not a consistent supply of it. It is working, and it is putting water down in here, and that's the big issue. That was the big problem, is that this isn't sucking up all the water. It is actually pushing more water in here than I'm taking between that and this here. But solar panels, I would assume, would stay on all the time. And if that's the case, then I can dig right on up to here. I should probably put... Well, coal generator's on too, but still not enough power. I mean, I guess it isn't terrible because... When's this one? 13 cycles. That's not terrible. That isn't terrible. It's, I mean, if I build this should all be power that I could pump right on into everything. You would think. That's assuming. Oh, because where's the suits to come out here? Yeah, they can do that. That's assuming this water does get hot enough to actually power it. And the thing is that if this only produces 850 watts, I'm going to be using all that plus just to heat those up. So maybe the key would be to have 2 steam generators, but I don't think you could steam enough water for that, because you're still going to lose energy in the process of doing something, I would think. Priority 8 up to deliver suits. Outputs a high temperature liquid. Duplicants will not fabricate items unless recipes are queued. Okay, so this takes 1.2 kilowatts of power. Creates 16,000 kDTUs of heat. So, what if I take Glass Forge and build it over here in a little room, say like right here, pump that water, that super hot water, right back down into here. So that means, let me look at what the 257, okay, wait. Iron Atmos suit. I want to make sure that that will protect them from extreme temperatures. I think it will. Ammo suits, extreme heat. Okay. So they can. So as long as they're wearing one when they come out here, that would work. So maybe I should move the metal refinery over to here as well. And then they can put the materials in, refine the metal. Or is a refinery like the glass forge, high temperature liquid? But does it has to have an input pipe, I would assume, right? Because if it's just an output pipe, where does it get the liquid from? Unless you have to carry the liquid. Let's see, glass forge. It doesn't really say. Takes sand into the glass forge, outputs glass, 25 kilograms of glass. Glass can be used to produce window tile. Maybe I should put it over here, like right in this area, you know what I mean? What is that? Button cannot be manually controlled. I don't know how to open that. I mean, I could actually build the glass forge like right there. I'm assuming it's going to heat up it will heat up the area too. So in an insulated room of its own would be best. And seeing that it's already really hot over here, I could just put it there. It's going to heat up anyway. No, I kind of like the idea of putting it up here for some reason. And again, that's all ice and snow. Maybe I should just I'll just put it right here. But how's my access to power? How much power does that thing require? 1.2 kilowatts. So I would need to do it right, I need a power transformer to run it. The power transformer is only for 1,000 watts. So let's see if I put it right here. Or I use it for a minute and then shut it off, and I put it over here next to this stuff because this is already hot. A little closer to the base than I want, but I have the power right here. Alright, I'll build it here and then move it later. It's easy to get to. Conductive wire. Because even though the conductive wire is going to overload by running this is shut off. So this is not drawing anything. So it should be fine. This says what? Potential load 1200. Yeah. Build a ladder down into the pit. I put my aqua tuner in here. Alright. I'm going to need to deconstruct this, aren't I? Because the steam generator should be up higher. That liquid is going to be hot. So that could go right on over to here. Now, as far as tiles go, I'm going to need to deconstruct these, I think. Because if there's a gas in here, if we want to boil this water and use it for steam, then this is the wrong idea. Just do this. We'll put in an airflow tile because this will let the water in. Put the airflow tile here. This will turn the water super hot. So there's my utilities. I'll put a single aqua tuner in here. Switch those over to those. Okay, now I can technically start doing this right now. And we'll do 20 glass, because I have a lot of sand. And then what I'll do with this is if that's going to be this, that means that I'm going to need to make an airlock so the steam doesn't get out. Because if it's steaming upward, that should be like that. And then power-wise, the steam turbine should be up here instead, like that. And then all I have a problem with is the residual heat that's in this room. But what if I build two aqua tuners in here instead of just one, right? And then for plumbing, because this is the out for the forge is going to come out very hot. Go in there, hot, come out, insulated pipe. It's going to come out insulated. Maybe I should put even 3 in there. Let's put 3 in there. Let's go crazy. And what we'll do is I'll move this. Wait, you can't get out? I thought you could jump 2 blocks, Lindsay. Okay, so she can't jump 2 blocks. Alright, so that's fine. We'll just put 2 here. I'll leave them over to the side, though. And then plumbing-wise, we're going to do insulated pipe, out, in, and out. Output, it's going to be hot, cold, and then out of this, we can do a radiant pipe to help cool this. And maybe that's what it is. We don't want to use this heat to get up there. No, maybe from this room we can. Because if it gets super hot, it's fine, right? Okay, so in, out, out. This is going to go from here. Insulated pipe. It's going to leave this room and go into the tanks. Deconstruct these pieces of pipe. And then the tanks are going to fill up with now newfound cold water, which will help cool this, which will then be pumped into here and then supercooled and brought back down. So the refinery will run on this, this will do this, this is going to get very hot. That will run the steam generator. Now for the steam generator, we'll just do this like so. Keeping some of that abyssalite there, getting rid of the rest, building our steam turbine. That should be sufficient. And then because this room here is going to start getting hot as well, what we'll do is we'll build, that's where the Wheezewort should be, is in this room, not over here. So we'll just deconstruct that all together. I wonder if you can make, too bad you can't make an insulated door. Now that that's built, I can build my ladders. Whoa, what the frick just exploded? What? Thing is, that's at 400 degrees. That is very hot. And I'm kind of wary about, did I just get hit by something? Is it getting impacted by crap? Is that what's happening? I have no idea. Kind of worrisome. Let's actually, oh, they did build this. Wow, okay. We're gonna build this whole thing out of insulate. Out of insulated tiles, just in case. Well, I could definitely see more. That is rapidly conducting heat, like fast, enough to melt all that ice. 300-degree ladder. All right, we need to. Technically, this water is fine. Because I have that puddle right there. Heat, on the other hand... Ooh, glass! And phosphorite. Nice. Let's go see how the glass... The glass is the new one. Where's my glass forge? Ah, it's getting in there. 128. That's not bad. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Surface breach. Okay. My duplicates have managed to breach the surface of our rocky prison. Should be careful. The region is extremely inhospitable. I could easily lose resources to the vacuum of space. Okay. Okay. I've added a new entry to my log. Surface breach. Surface breach. My duplicates have done the impossible and have excavated their way to the surface, though they've gathered some disturbing new data for me in the process. As I had begun to suspect, we are not on the target location, but on an asteroid with a highly unusual diversity of elements and resources. Further, my duplicates have spotted a damaged planet on the horizon, visible to the naked eye, that bears a striking resemblance to my historical data on the planet of our origin. I will need some time to assess the data the duplicates have gathered for me, calculate the total mass of this asteroid, although I have a suspicion. I already know the answer. You do? What's the answer? Okay, let's... Lindsay, can you cancel this for a second? Thank you. Alright. We got water here. Let's make sure... We need to make sure that this is sealed up very tightly. Because like I said, I don't mind a little bit of water dripping down now, but I don't know how far that heat will shoot. And it's coming down fast too, actually. Maybe I should... it's actually still cooler up there than it is down here a bit. You would think that being exposed to space that this would be cold. That's kind of crazy. It's actually cooling down though. Well, what we could do, be on the safe side, is do that. This will close this off. So this is the space exit. Because it specifically warned me just now about going out there. Because I'm not worried about replacing the abyssalite as much because that seems to be really good at heat displacement anyway. But we can dig up this stuff too while we're here. And we might as well build a ladder. Okay, do I have enough for my power, my solar panels? Nope. 25. Whoa. It is being hit by fireballs. Wait, is that building up stuff? Oh, I can see more over here, too. Wait. We have an unlimited supply of regolith. Because it's piling up. Oh my gosh, it's a sandy substance composed of the various particles that collect atop terrestrial objects. It's useful as a filtration medium, or for feeding shovels. Mafic rock? An iron-rich variation of igneous rock, useful as construction material. Oh, interesting. Guess I could insulate that there in this, because there's another band of abyssalite right here. That would help. Let's see how much glass I have. I have 45 kilograms now, and I need at least 200. So if it's 25 kilograms per, oh gosh, we'll get lots of glass. That'll be, well, I have 135 tons of sand, so it's not like I'm gonna run out anytime soon. Let me go check the Pringles. Bufflet. Everything looks good. We got lots of calories, food, water. Is this dormant still? Yeah, that's still dormant. The analysis complete. Analysis still pending. This one is not good yet. Steam temperature, unbreathable. It's definitely filling up. Filling up with water though, which isn't great. Has this been running on and off? I mean, it's nice to see this is up and running again, but like, that's actually added a lot of water, so I'm guessing this was running and cooling it down eventually a little bit, because it's full. Alright, so I need now more glass so I can build my solar panels. I want to go over here and see what that's all about now. Oh, there's quite a bit of polluted water here. Why is it not just flowing down? I don't know what I should do about this. I mean, with the steam vent, maybe that's a problem. Because when I mean, it's a good thing that I designed this like this so all the water doesn't flow out, but like, oh, I'm actually taking a dent out of this. Oh, hey, they have to wear Atmos suits to get out here, which means I can finish digging up this tank once and for all. In which case, well, I mean, if you steam water and then condense it with the steam generator and drop back down as water, okay, this is an ideal setup then, because I'll never have to waste water. You know what I mean? It'll consistently be in a loop, which means this is kind of crazy because I'll never have to turn that back on. However, the other one is literally using water, and because it's letting water out, as well as steam, it's filling up my tank. Unless this is on, liquid vent overpressure. Oh, unless it just stayed on. I wasn't paying attention, which could be. But that being said, it still should get hot in there. It's just now that I'm actually pushing the steam up to there. I don't know why that isn't emitting steam at the temperature that it was before. That's probably my bad, because that's salt water, not fresh water. And if it was coming from the steam geyser, it would be fresh water, like this here, which is where that probably came from in part. Between that and the ice. Crude oil. Did a slickster get in there? They must have. That's no good. Although this lets out water. So pumping that in there, I would technically slowly lose my space. Yeah, this is probably my own fault. Disabled by automation grid. All this water is 65. Some of the water you got is 94. Because the freaking power surging. Oh, I got more and more glossy Trecklets. That's good. What was the other thing that I was waiting to build with plastic? Maybe I build a pump in here. Maybe that's got to heat the water up more. As it heats the water up, it should eventually steam, even if there's a small amount. Or that's going to be under compression. Like compressed to the extent to where it cannot heat up. Because it can't expand. I don't know if that's a mechanic in the game. Like, it's not going to blow the walls apart. So, I actually still only have 1,900 kilograms of plastic. Which really isn't not much. So 1,400 really, because it says 600 reserve. That must be for the things I was building. Well, now that I can get to the metal, to oil, any way I want, which way do I want? What a question. If I build enough refined metal, I will be able to shut the pumps off, I guess, for the things, the hydroponics, and that would save me on those and the lights. And there's a bunch of iron I'd like to have. Schedule this for dig out, because I think there's all breathable up here. Yeah, so they'll be fine. I can wrangle you. Ooh, what are you? Oh, glossy, okay. It's just a baby. Well, technically, this iron doesn't serve any purpose here. I could dig that up like so. What is this? Granite, 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 obsidian. I don't have to worry about it making it through there. It is leaching through right here because that obsidian blocks. I'll cancel it for now because is that carbon dioxide getting in there? Yeah. So maybe I should have them go up there in ammo suits too, so that way when they're breathing, they're not letting in carbon dioxide, which is gonna get down here and mess up my stuff. I feel I'm gonna have to pump some of this water out of here, back into here maybe, and just put an air pump in here. Or I technically could just remove this door. Oh good, this gas geyser is up and running again. That'll start giving me some more power to keep this running anyway. Is it the dense puff sucking up all my oxygen? And that's why it's so thin up here? Why is it overheating? You didn't really give me a reason for that. More importantly, sunburn. Oh, she made it to the surface. Okay, cancel this. Oh, gosh. You gonna be okay? Store regolith. Generate power. Oh, so she's just gonna be more stressed. Okay. Alright, how am I supposed to keep that from happening, though? 21 tons of regolith. That's a lot. Alright, so now back to that tank that was overheating. In, out. Is it just because of that being right there? Is that what it is? Insufficient iron. I just see a bunch of iron. Yeah, it's up here. There's some there. There's even some here. Even some right there. Those ones we can dig up. I don't know what you're supposed to do with like these ancient fossils either. Oh, I got enough for my solar panel. Oh wow, that's bigger than I thought it was. Alright, so I'm gonna build it somewhere where I have access to space, right? Which means I'm gonna need to run a power cord all the way back down. Don't they have... Actually? Ooh, it's gonna take a lot of iron too. That's okay, I got a bunch of that being dug up. So like, if I just put this here and have her dig this out, that stuff should fall. And as it falls, that's where I can build my solar panel. I don't know how to keep them from getting sunburned, but it might be just an occupational hazard. Meteor damage. Okay, so the meteors can hit crap, break it, can withstand extreme pressures and impacts. Alright, so I don't know. I should have probably built it out of bunker tile. Maybe that's what this is. No, let's just build out of normal tile. Like, is it going to destroy my solar panels? You know what I mean? Because stuff is hitting this crap. Or is it just a random damage? And because of that random little bit of damage, you know what I mean? That's enough to keep them, like, to keep them busy. They're going to run up and repair it. I mean, I'm always going to need glass to repair them. And why is that damaged? Is it that hot in there? Power wire connected. Yeah, about that. Technically, it shouldn't be turning on all the time, right? So I could probably get away with conductive wire? Maybe. Heavy watt conductive wire is 50 kilowatts. Cannot be run through walls or tiles either. So like, what's the point? And that's 2 kilowatts, and that's 1200. I guess I could do this. That's 3000. I'll just run conductive wire for now and see how that works. Even more plastic. At this point, I'm starting to think that I'm getting more plastic from, you know, what I'm trying to say. I'm getting plastic from that instead of where I'm supposed to be getting plastic from. Which is kind of annoying. I need to start doing oil next, I think, and that will get me some more plastic. Aside from Dracos. Dracos should be the glossy Dracos. Maybe I should be separating my glossy Dracos from my normal Dracos. I don't know why you would want to. I don't think there's an upside to that. All inputs blocked. Not enough steam. Alright, so I need to pump some of this water out of there. Is what I need to do. I was hoping to get the solar panel up before I mess with this. Do you know what I mean? But the thing is, I'm gonna need the water sooner than later. So I could build a pump. Just pump that water into here. We'll put the pump right up here. And if the pump... Okay, that's what we'll put the pump there. Wait a second, am I supposed to send them out at night? You know what I mean? Like, it's still, I mean, I'm assuming it's dark no matter what. 444. It's not really changing in temperature. This stuff is hot. Are they storing that crap in the base, though? It doesn't look like it. Okay, spicy tofu. You are not allowed to eat that. Unless it is really only 3 spicy tofus, and that's why it takes so long. How many times do I have to give you food? What do you mean the hermit is unimpressed? What? Oh, it's gotta be 3 different foods. You know what? Frick you, dude. You should be happy I fed you. Like, oh, he just left it there? You schmuck. My dupes would have been happy for that. We eat berries over here. Stay in your hut. I don't care. That's annoying. That means I'm gonna need to make better food, which isn't too hard. I mean, I will be making... Oh, I can make barbecue. Frost buns. I want to hold on to my sleet wheat, though, because I might need to grow that at some point. Alright, I need to send someone out here to unlock the door so Lindsay can get in there and finish her job. I've never actually thought about how hot steam can really get. When you think about it, it's got to be really hot, because what's past steam? Steam is the hottest form of water, so it can just be hot for a long time. Okay, so now that's up and running. So that should take some of that water, pump it down in there. Gonna empty this out pretty fast, and then it should shut itself off, because the pump's not gonna pump nothing if there's nothing there to pump. Might as well set this stuff to be dug out too. Try to pump more water in here, maybe turn this back into a Pacu pond, but I think my Pacu pond will be out of here somewhere, like over in here. Like right here, maybe? Is my thought. Actually, I could build it right here and then leave the door. But that doesn't need to technically be polluted water, or I just drop them all into this one and use whatever I don't pump out of here for drinking as that. And I shouldn't pump any of it out as drinking water, technically. Open up some more. What do you know, Pacus? Larva. Slicksters. I'll keep taking more oil. Even though I have access to it, I guess. Okay, so now that's working. Next priority will be to build solar panels, run power down to this line here. It really isn't that far. Unfortunately, it'll be breaking through these tiles, which kind of stinks. Or I could just break through right here. That would be better. I'll go up here, through here, and then out here, and then up the ladder into my solar panels. But to do that, I have to get this built. Then once I have more power, I will be able to do more efficient cooling, more efficient metal making, get my metal making down to an art, to where I have quite a bit of refined metal made. And then after I get more refined metal, I can start my shovel farm. Technically, I could have just had them farming being dropped off somewhere, but I wanted to wait to do the refined metal room. But that would get me away from my dependency on natural gas power to keep everything up and running. And then I can go for oil and see where that takes me. Maybe dig out over there. Okay, so I'm going to call it an episode. Thanks for watching. I really, really appreciate it if you've been sticking around this long and hanging out with me. If you have any suggestions, leave them down in the comments. If you like the video, please leave a like. If you haven't subbed already, please sub. Share this video with anybody else who you think might like it. And I will see you in the next one. Thanks again for watching.